blogs are linked in the description. Now, here are some of the key facts to establish the situation beyond rehashing the hit on Dolph itself. Fact number 1. Keon Wright, a vice president and road manager for CMG, appears from his prison records to have just completed, like a few weeks ago, serving 7 years on a 10 to 15 year plea for shooting up young Dolph's truck in Charlotte back in 2016. Remember?
Okay, so he was responsible for it. I was wondering whatever happened with that. So he was a part of Yo Gotti's camp. So he was the one. So, okay. Interesting. Did not know that. Listen, guys, we're checking out Al Prophet. This is Al Prophet's YouTube channel. A-L Prophet, P-R-O-F-I-T. Prophet YouTube channel. I love his content. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel and hit that thumbs up button like I have done. And we're checking out this particular series is called Uncovering the Dark Secrets of Young Dolph's Enemies. Let's go ahead and continue on. Hit that thumbs up button.
The 100 shots that bounced off Dolph's bulletproof truck that BLK Youngster was originally charged with doing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you thought that all just went away and was an unsolved mystery, let me refresh your memory. There was a van rented by a Mr. Sammy Benson, a.k.a. BLK Youngster, and that was used in the attempted homicide. It was full of shell casings, maybe DNA evidence.
Oh, wow.
At a black college performance thing in Charlotte. And Youngster was initially charged, but then he said the van had been stolen. Whoa. And Keon Wright took the fall. So you mean that the vice president of the same company that BLK Youngster worked for happened to be the one who stole the van that he rented, and then he happened to use it to shoot up young Dolph's truck.
Right.
And there's no conspiracy?
I think what it was, I think BLK Youngster and his crew actually did that shooting. But being that BLK Youngster at the time of this shooting was, I believe he was blown up or out, like he was big at the time. You're not going to sacrifice your golden egg, which BLK Youngster at the time was. So that's why I think they did it, but the vice president of CMG, Yo Gotti's record company, I think he took the fall for it.
Goes to show the power of serious money when you have top lawyers,
right,
and a guy like Keon Wright willing to take a 10 to 15 year cop.
Yeah,
so BLK Youngster, the artist, stays out of trouble.
That's right. What it do? Sport Vato, the OG, kicking it loud with Rico Television, representing that motherfucking Kush County down here in Orlando. You know what I'm talking about? CMG till I die, cocaine, music, and you know what I'm talking about? Or you can say cars, money, done. We're gonna kick this shit out tonight, you know what I'm saying? That club Roxy, Yo Gotti. My niggas gonna tell the motherfucking stage that we paint the city white. Goddamn it, if you're on that white, take a line. Goddamn it, if you're on that brown, take a line. You know what I'm talking about? Just make sure you come to the club with them lines.
Fact number 2.
What he said?
Now, that was a guy named Vaso, a.k.a. Corey McClinton, yet another CMG road manager. He was the guy charged with actually young Dolph at the intersection of Hollywood and Highland, a gigantic tourist intersection in L.A. Back in September of 2017 around the Shoe Palace or the Lowe's Hotel. And this was just 6 months after the attempt on Dolph's life in Charlotte. Again, a CMG road manager / vice president is charged with trying to murk Dolph. But this time, Dolph didn't make an identification. Well, he didn't in Charlotte either, but they didn't need one. And even though Dolph went in critical condition, charges were dropped after 48 hours on Avato.
The LAPD now wants to talk with rapper Yo Gotti following a shooting in front of Lowe's Hotel in Hollywood.
Mr. McClinton was held by LAPD for 48 hours and released without charges, presumably because Dolph...
And that's a tourist area. I live in LA, so stuff like that don't happen over there in that area. That is a tourist area, right? That's like in the heart of Hollywood, right off of Hollywood Boulevard and Highland over there on the corner.
Dolph would not identify him, and there weren't any other good witnesses or precise enough camera footage, but 3 guys associated with Yo Gotti visually threw Dolph on the ground in a parking lot, put slugs in his body. They all got cuffed up on the scene. So it's an absolute fact that one person that's a part of CMG management pled guilty to an attempt on Dolph's life, and only the fact that Dolph refused to identify another CMG vice president road manager saved him from getting charged for the shooting in L.A.
I was going to say maybe young Dolph could have come forward, but of course, in that rap gangster life, you can't snitch on nobody. Even somebody who did something to you, you can't snitch on them. So, of course, he ain't going to say nothing.
Now, speaking of Mr. McClinton, a.k.a.
That thumbs up button?
Vato, the Memphis vlogger True Results, is our first piece of strange physical evidence. I'll leave you to be the judge. Okay, this is a photo that True Results created, obviously, side by side. So on the right, you have the guy charged for 48 hours in L.A. with shooting young Dolph, Vato, and standing on a stage behind him is his buddy he's RIPing. I guess he just passed away. And on the left is the close-up of someone with a COVID mask pulled down so you can see their face. Now, if you look, you'll notice how the left side of both of their mouths is crooked with like a missing tooth. Maybe like they got shot in the mouth or something back in the day. Are these guys the same person? Sure might be.
Okay, so the picture of the guy with the mask, is that the surveillance video of the guy that they got that actually was shooting that young Dolph that he didn't identify? Because that looks like the same person.
The guy on the left with the COVID mask pulled down was milling around the crime scene at Dolph's homicide wearing a security outfit on. He was supposedly the security guard from the Family Dollar next to Makita's Cookies, which according to the same blogger, True Results, immediately closed. The Family Dollar closed, just like Makita's did. I don't know, is that true? If you're in Memphis, you can say if it's true or not. But this guy, who sure looks like the guy on stage with Vato, was milling around the Family Dollar acting like he was a security guard there. And I guess he looked through the footage enough to see him pulling down his mask for a second. And that's a weird facial feature to have.
It's the same guy. It's obvious.
This True Result.
It's obvious. It's the same dude. Look at him. Eyebrows, the whole nine. They look too much alike for it not to be him.
This guy seems like his whole blog is focused on justice for Dolph. I don't know if he's related to him or connected to him somehow. He actually claims his brother's house was recently shot at in Memphis because of his blog. I don't know if this is true. If he's hyping things up to get views. Doesn't seem like it. Now, Mr. Crooked Mouth is apparently dead, as Vato was giving him an RIP shout out, like I said.
Oh, wow.
I guess True Results, the vlogger, keeps an eye on Vato's page, and it went through his IG post, and he happened to see it, and he screenshotted him, saying RIP to this guy who looks like he was posing as a security guard at the site of Makita's and was also on stage with Vato. Pretty strange. I'll let you be the judge, but I thought he looked enough like him that it bears mentioning.
I think, what is this? Hold on a second.
Message. Well, that means wasn't the point in and of itself. It was a message to someone else. Who would that message be to? Hold that thought. I was watching an interview with the Memphis blogger, Mr. Stan. What's his name? Old Main is Stan. And he was interviewing a guy named Mr. Ian, I guess, who had a popularity run some years back. And then he started ghostwriting for Yo Gotti. And he confirms the old rumor that he Saw Big Jook take bowls, aka 8 pounds of the reefers, from Dolph when Jook and Gotti were on the outs. Does that mean anything? Maybe.
If a nigga told you, hey man, look bro, man, Jook put a $40,000 hit on you, bro. Like, nigga, man, come on, bro, I'm standing on there.
Fact number 4. Memphis comedian Grove Hero, who Dolph helped elevate into having a pretty big career, went on his IG Live, I don't know, 6-8 months ago, and said that Big Jook, maybe more like 9 months ago, Big Jook put a $40,000 hit out. I think he meant on himself, Grove Hero, because he was talking so much about justice for Dolph and etc. Now, Grove Hero is someone from the same inner city areas, Dolph and Youngster and all the rest of them, and he's still around, and I'd be willing to give you pretty good odds if he heard that on the street it was true. When you put a hit out, the word floats around to the, in that community, and if you're in that community and people like you, someone's going to call you up and tell you. I once had a friend of mine had a guy go try to put a hit out on, and the hitter said, "You mean you want us to hit such and such from such and such street?" They knew him. They called my boy up and asked him what they wanted him to do. Of course, nothing happened. Moving on to fact number 5, more Big Jook. He had a 19-year prison sentence at one point. His sentence ended in July of 2012, the same year CMG did their deal with Interscope. And this, in this 2012 could mean his parole discharge or his prison release date or both, I'm not sure. As far as when he would have went to prison, well, in Tennessee, offenders generally have to serve between 30 and 60% of their time. Jook was young, it was probably drug case. So let's say he got 19, he did about 6 or 7 years. Just like Keon Wright. Definitely, as we saw, the Charlotte shooting.
He only did 6 or 7 years of a 20-year sentence, that's it? He didn't do the full 20 of it, I'm thinking, right?
In case so that Black Youngster could keep
hit the thumbs up button, guys. The thumbs up button.
Generating money for the collective as a CMG artist. People say that Jook took all the weight for some dope charges. He could have also gotten Yo Gotti sent to prison, which of course would have derailed not only his career but the whole CMG record label, which now exists. Remember the year Jook?
They was protecting the bag. They didn't want. Yeah, of course you're gonna let Yo Gotti is the one that making all this stuff happen. He's making it where y'all can eat. You got, and that's just like how they did with Black Youngster. You ain't gonna let the person that's bringing in. If you were earner, that's how the mafia is. You gonna protect the person that's bringing in money. The person that's not really bringing in money or helping the person bring in money, they could take a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? They can back off. The thumbs up button.
Got out is when they did their deal with Interscope. Yo Gotti has been putting music out for 27 years. What? His first song was called Creepin' from 1996 when he was 15, and he was known as Lil Yo. So by the time Jook would have taken a fall for him sometime in the early to mid-2000s, his brother had become Yo Gotti and would have had damn near a decade in the game already. So they had their long-term plan in place. And it sure looks like people are eating charges to protect Yo Gotti and the other artists of CMG thus far. Fact number 5. Now we start to get real interesting. Black Youngster.
Right.
We get some juicy stuff courtesy of the infamous Cussing Pastor, another Memphis YouTuber. This is very strange.
Youngster had a concert here on the 29th, I think, of October, which was a Friday, I think. Was okay. Youngster was leaving out the FedEx Home in his truck, his armored truck. Got shot at. Got shot up over, where's it? Winston? Or the truck? Where is it now? I get to that.
What? What did you say?
It was downstairs this morning. Where's it now? I don't know. He called me. He called me that Saturday morning. He said, "Hey man, I need you to come pick up my truck and get it fixed." I said, "Nigga, I ain't no damn mechanic. You know what I mean? I can't fix your truck." He was like, "Man, my truck got shot up. I was in it. I need it fixed." And I said, "Okay, I know what this means. I got you."
Black Youngster's insurance agent showed up at the Cussing Pastor's house for some reason to tell him a story. Eric Winston is his name, and his father is a pastor there in Metro Memphis. He ran for county commissioner in Shelby County, the county Memphis is in, recently, and he lost only by about 20 votes. But apparently, so this Eric Winston was putting the insurance on Youngster's little car fleet. Apparently, Black Youngster's bulletproof truck was riddled with bullet holes, just like Dolph's, but this time after a concert in their hometown in Memphis. It didn't make the news, so nobody knew about it.
Wow, I know
This
that.
was in late October of 2021. Dolph was taken out November 17th of 2021, just a couple weeks later. So if you wondered why, if this beef had been going on all these years, why the sudden desire.
So somebody hit up Black Youngster's truck before young Dolph got capped. Oh, wait a minute, go back. So, wait a minute, hold up. Did he just say that? Hold up.
This Eric Winston was putting the insurance on Youngster's little car fleet. Apparently, Black Youngster's bulletproof truck was riddled with bullet holes, just like Dolph's, but this time after a concert in their hometown in Memphis.
Okay.
It didn't make the news, so nobody knew about it.
Okay.
This was in late October of 2021. Dolph was taken out November 17th of 2021, just a couple weeks later. So if you wondered why, if this beef had been going on all these years, why?
So of course they had something to do with it. It's obvious. So wow, see, nobody ever says that about that. That ties them in too. If Black Youngster truck was shot up 2 weeks before young Dolph was popped, then yeah, they had somebody affiliated with them.
Why the sudden desire to get him? Maybe Dolph had just tried to get Black Youngster.
So then this stuff happened, right? And he called me at 3:15. You saw it. He said, "Man, where my truck?" He called me and said, "Man, where my truck at?" I said, "Shit, this thing where it was." I didn't come get that truck, man. I said, who you gonna send up here to get it? Because I know you're out of town. He said, "Nah, I'm here." I said, "You here where?" He said, "I'm in Memphis." I said, "Youngster, is everything okay?" Because I already knew what had happened. Man, hell, right up the street. I could hear the sirens and everything. I said, "Is everything like coming?" He said, "Man, I need that truck, and I need it bad." I said, "But meet me up here tonight at about 6 o'clock so you can get that truck." He called me. You see the things on the 17th. 17th at 6:08. I said, "But you in the city though?" "Yeah, I'm in the city. I'm trying to fly out. I'm trying to get out of here by tomorrow."
Now, as you can tell from this conversation, and please go over to the Cussing Pastor if you want to hear the whole thing and check out his page and check out Real Talk with Tamara and check out True Results. But the gist of this conversation is that Youngster wanted the insurance agent to get his car fixed,
Right.
get the bulletproof glass replaced, because it doesn't, the bullets don't penetrate it, but it messes the car up, obviously.
Right.
It leaves bullet holes or indentations, whatever. And suddenly, Youngster pops back up, and he needs it immediately. And then he comes to pick it up, and he has an uncomfortable conversation where he says, "I didn't do that. I don't care what they say."
Why?
He said, "Man, can I come upstairs for a minute?" Came up here and sat down right there. And actually came and sat down right there. I said, "Youngster, you all right?" I looked at him just like that. I said, "You all right?" He said, "I ain't do it." I said, "Do what?" He said, "I ain't do it. I don't care what they say, I ain't do it." I said, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
"Man, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't do it."
So Black Youngster was in town when Dolph was hit. Oh, and if you didn't know, pretty much everybody has been living in Atlanta or somewhere else. Not Memphis. I mean, they're all on the road a lot, but they all live in Atlanta. Gotti, Dolph, Youngster. It seems like they only pop into Memphis for funerals and to create funerals.
I said, "Youngster." I don't call him Youngster, I call him Sammy. I said, show him the picture of that car that they looking for. I said, "Who car is this?" I don't know who car that is. So I did this right here. So I don't know. I said, don't know who car that is. I said, is that not a white Mercedes-Benz C300 that they looking for right now? He said, man, that's my girlfriend calling the policy. This is policy right here.
Wow.
All right. I said, that ain't that car right there, that white car. Man,
Black Youngster knows something. If he wasn't involved, hit that thumbs up button, guys.
and that's my girlfriend car. You talking about? I said, Youngster, are you all right? He said, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing. I said, let me tell you this right here. You got me caught up in some shit right now. I said, that car that's in your name, that you got insurance on, that you wrecked last year when you called me and told me you wrecked it on the side behind the passenger door. Yeah, behind the passenger door.
Hit that thumbs up button. He was definitely in collusion, as they said and set it up. Biblical Facade said it was collusion. They thought he was definitely, if he didn't have anything to do, he was definitely in collusion with it.
I think, yeah. I said that car ain't but two doors, and ain't but two doors. But and on that passenger side, you can see where it's roughed up. I said you should have got that car fixed. I said now these niggas riding around in that motherfucking car. I said best thing you could do right now is say that car stolen, and I filed a report for it right now.
Right.
I said, yeah, I ain't think this shit out, man. I said, you are fucked up. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you need my key so I can roll.
Right.
I said, you in the car and you in town. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Right.
I said, God in Miami right now. And Stan. I said, Moneybag in Atlanta right now.
Right.
Lil Mino, another one they love crawling him. I said, he in Atlanta right now. I said, but you the only motherfucker here right now.
Right.
And that is your woman's call. Ain't your woman calling the news. I said, man, you need to get in that truck. And he stood up, just like this. He stood up right there. And he said, man, we've been through a lot together, and I love you. Before, man, I love you. Just like this. Like he knows him to that. I said, man, is everything all right with you, man? He said, man, I gotta go.
Now, why Memphis small black business owner and son of a pastor, Eric Winston, came to add this conversation, or took this conversation he had with Black Youngster to the Cussing Pastor who recorded it. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to protect himself, because he does say in the talk that Cussing Pastor recorded that he told Youngster basically they'd file a false report.
Right.
And which makes him subject to police pressure. Get on the witness stand against Black Youngster, or we're going to charge you with fraud.
Right. Because he filed a police report for the with the insurance with the Black Youngster truck. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. If y'all want to watch the rest of it, go to Al Prophet. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here. But wow, so he said that everybody, all the artists and Yo Gotti, all the CMG artists was out of town. Which Black Youngster is a CMG artist. Why you not out of town with Yo Gotti? Why you the only one here? That does make sense. And then that car, it was his girl. It used to be his girlfriend's car. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to put the brother out there, but I think he knows something. You know what I'm saying? He knows something. And what I didn't know that after his concert in Memphis 2 weeks prior to Young Dolph passing, that his van got shot up. So maybe that was retaliation for, it had to be. I'm thinking it had to be. If Dolph sent people at him, you understand what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. You got people that want to show that they down with you A lot of times people will take it up on their own to go do some stupid stuff in your name to defend your honor and then drag you down. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Dolph seemed he seems smart. I don't think he would jeopardize his freedom to get at Yo Gotti. You know what I'm saying? By putting a hit on Youngster. You know, because if the person got caught who did it, they would have told on Dolph. Yeah, he paid me. So it's like, yeah, I don't know if Dolph seemed more smarter than that. I don't think he would do. You know, he got kids. He got a girl. Why would you waste your time trying to put a hit at on Yo Gotti? You know what I'm saying? To jeopardize your freedom, making all this money, these shows. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is rolling. You got your own company. You got artists that's depending on you. Yeah, I just don't. You know. So I'm thinking if he did have anything to do with it, Young Dolph, it might have been somebody affiliated with him, trying to defend PRE, trying to defend Paper Route Empire. You know what I'm saying? Or try to show allegiance. Hey, I did that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a favor that you didn't ask for. Because a lot of times hood cats will do favors for other hood cats in hopes that, okay, well, when I got something going on, he gonna front me the money for a business because I did this little legal thing for him. You know, if he don't give me the money or give me that loan for my own liquor store in the hood, if he don't, I just go rat on him and say he paid me to do it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, it's about 18 more minutes left on this documentary. If you want to watch it, go ahead and check out Al Prophet YouTube channel. And also give me the thumbs up button, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, man. What y'all think, man? Did y'all know about that? Leave it in the comments. I want to know seriously. Did y'all know that I don't want to say Young Dolph was not being confirmed if he had anything to do with it, but did y'all know that Black Youngster's SUV got shot up 2 weeks before Dolph passing? Let me know in the comments. Give me the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for y'all support, man. I appreciate it.